govern if the NJAC or any sort of it come into force. The independence of judiciary is not the private right of judges, but it's the right of the people. Madam, the NJAC with law minister from government will result in appointing judges of the choice of government. If the NJAC or anything similar to it comes into force, the government may pass any legislation of their choice because there will be very less chances of declaring it unconstitutional by the judges of the choice of government, which will definitely not be in the favor of public. Hence, my only request to my friends sitting in the government is not to be involved in passing anything like NJAC and let the judiciary act freely. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Now I would like to call Mr. Pritesh to put his views before the House.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, as a law minister, I want to reintroduce the bill, National Judicial Appointment Commission. We are going to legislate a monumental piece of legislation to reintroduce the National Judicial Appointment Commission. Why we reintroduce the National Judicial Appointment Commission? If we talk about the history of a law, we should go through the early 70s scenario. In that scenario, our country, if the judiciary did not make his emphasize or comprehensive status or make a emphasize or competent status to maintain our constitution, our government, our India, our basic feature of India will go to the dumb position. तो गवर्नमेंट जो सरकार हमारे अपोजिशन में बैठी है, मैं उसी सरकार की बात कर रहा हूँ। अगर हम 70 के दशक में बात करें तो इसी गवर्नमेंट के कुछ ऐसे लेजिस्लेशन थे जो हमारी सरकार को, जो हमारे देश को एक डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री के अगेंस्ट एक मोनार्की और एटोक्रेसी की तरफ लेके जा रहे थे। As an individual, my opinion is the reason behind for the NJAC is executive, not a judiciary. Judiciary done what the situation came before against the society or to secure the basic feature of constitution. To secure this, in 1993 case, the second judge case, the judiciary emphasized the matter to not to give a primacy to executive but to give the primacy to the judiciary. Because the act of the executive is not in a proper manner which is described in Article 124 of the Constitution. According to Article 124 of the Constitution, according to the Article 124 of the Constitution, the President is responsible, or President is power to appoint the Supreme Court judges, the Chief Justice of India, and to judge the High Court judges, to appoint the High Court judges. Our government is decided to make a new legislation. The legislation is a National Judicial Appointment Commission. I want to put some point for the National Judicial Appointment Commission. The National Judicial Appointment Commission is responsible to appoint the Chief Justice of India, is responsible for the transfer of the judges, is responsible to appoint the High Court judges. The composition is the Chief Justice of India is the member, two other senior judges of Supreme Court is the member, the Union Minister of Law is the member, and the two eminent persons. This is the new thing added by the government is two eminent persons. The eminent person is Chief Justice of India and the Prime Minister of the India. feel about fear for this eminent person? Eminent person is not to say a politician. Eminent person may be a competent lawyer, a retired competent judge, or maybe any competent person who completely understands the legal matters. The current status of National Judicial Appointment Commission is that come into force is 13 April 2015, but due to some decision given by the Supreme Court, our government is hardly respect to the Supreme Court judgment. They are more competent to ourselves, but we cannot forget our function. We are stand there for to a functioning legislative function. The function which is derived in the basic feature of Constitution. The basic feature of the Constitution is the separation of the power. The main pillar of this Constitution is the separation of power. The legislature is responsible to legislate the law. The judiciary is responsible to interpret the law. And the executive is responsible to enact the law or to enhance the law. If we go before the history, if we point out the history, the Supreme Court changed his position. Supreme Court judge changed his point of view on the appointment of the judges. In early first judge case, the Supreme Court give advice to give the judgment is the executive is the executive primacy is important in an appointment. But after in third judge case, the judiciary give emphasis on a judiciary function on the appointment of a judge. But after some time, there is the mismanaged composition in the Supreme Court. Mismanaged composition means the impeachment of the judges. In my knowledge, there is no judge in Supreme Court who impeached till now. So that's why some mismanaged or not incompetent, but not an objective which is set up by our Constitution to object our justice. In that caliber, judge we did not find. So that's why our government is decided to appoint a new National Judicial Appointment Commission to make our Constitution in a better way and make our Constitution better in a understandable manner. The collegium system is nothing but a preferential system. Every Supreme Court judge has a parent affection to the High Court. And every High Court judge has fear about his Supreme Court judge opinion. Because Supreme Court judge is the member of a collegium system. If a Supreme Court is keen about the independency of a judiciary, then why should Supreme Court is not keen about the independency of High Court? Why? Opposition care about accountability. What sense of accountability want to judiciary? What sense of accountability? Is that mean to accountability only for the other one? We are responsible for the legislative function. Anyone want to file an ITI, but we cannot file the ITI against the judiciary. In what extent of accountability mean by the judiciary? Accountability means the judge must give the proper reason and explanation on ground he select the judge. The judge who make a view, who interpret the law in a very broad way, in a very competent. Judge must go to the judge must interpret the law as per the Constitution intention, as per the Bhimrao Ambedkar intention. Collegium system is not working properly. I have some data. Vacancy not filled. There is the 20,000 vacancies in a High Court in all over the India. 20,000 vacancies. What collegium system is doing? Time taking pendency. More than 10 lakh cases pending in all high court and more than 3 lakh cases pending in a Supreme Court. What kind of collegium system are going to be ahead? So as per our consent and as per our government consent, we want to reintroduce the National Judicial Appointment Commission. Thank you.
Now we will move to the next discussion, which shall be pertaining to the minority rights.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I would like to call Nikhil to put his views before the House.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me the opportunity in the Zero Hall. Madam Speaker, I want to ask the government just a very simple thing. क्या ये देश किसी एक ही जाति संप्रदाय के लोगों का देश है? और अगर ऐसा नहीं है तो क्यों इस देश में माइनॉरिटीज बैकवर्ड कास्ट पर दिन पर दिन अत्याचार बढ़ रहा है? जब से इस देश को ये नई सरकार मिली है, देश के किसी ना किसी हिस्से में अशांति फैली हुई है। ऐसा ही एक किस्सा हुआ हाल ही में यूपी दादरी में। मैडम, दादरी में एक माइनॉरिटी से बिलोंग करती हुई फैमिली पर आधी रात को एक विशेष संगठन के लोगों ने हमला किया। मैडम, रात के 10:30 बजे उसके घर में हमला किया। उस समय उसके घर में उसकी बूढ़ी माँ, उसकी बेटी, उसका छोटा बेटा था। जो हमलावर लोग थे वो बंदूक, तलवार, तमंचे, लाठियां लेकर आए थे। मैडम, ये कहां तक जायज है कि किसी के घर में आप आधी रात को घुस जाओ? मैं सरकार से पूछना चाहूंगा कि सरकार ने इस पर क्या कदम उठाया। दादरी कांड में एक अफवाह ने पूरा बाजार गर्म कर दिया, पूरे देश का माहौल गर्म कर दिया। पूरे देश में जो एक सेक्युलर माहौल था उसे कम्युनलिस्ट कर दिया। मैडम, दादरी में हुआ ये कि कुछ असामाजिक तत्वों ने बीच बाजार एक मंदिर में अनाउंसमेंट कर दिया कि एक बंदा जिसका नाम है मोहम्मद इखलाक सैफी, उसके घर पर गाय काटी गई है और बीफ कंज्यूम किया गया है। विशेष संगठन के लोगों ने जब रात को 10:30 से 11 के बीच उसके घर में जाकर तलाशी ली, जबरदस्ती घुसकर तलाशी ली। नोट कीजिए मंत्री महोदय, नोट कीजिए, जबरदस्ती घुसकर। तब उन्हें कुछ नहीं मिला। उसके बावजूद भी उन्होंने पूरी तरीके से मोहम्मद इखलाक सैफी को पीटा। दे स्टैब्ड मोहम्मद इखलाक सैफी एंड हिज 22 years old son दानिश। हमले के वक्त उसकी बूढ़ी माँ, उसकी बेटी घर में थी। मैडम, ये कहाँ का जस्टिस है? ये कहाँ का लॉ ऑर्डर है कि कोई किसी के घर में घुस जाए आधी रात को?